I know it's a little late, but Mr. Caleb Downs, the 11th overall pick to my favorite team, the Cowboys, coming out of Ohio State University. How the Giants and the Browns passed up on this man right here is insane to me. It's insane to me. Him going 11th overall is surprising. I almost thought he was a top eight player, honestly. I'm surprised more teams didn't want him, but hey, he is basically a hybrid safety, aka I will show you a few examples of what I mean by a hybrid safety that technically plays linebacker, that also technically plays cornerback, and can even help you sack the quarterback or even do run defense. Even though he's kind of small for run defense, he technically is a sub linebacker. Think of Jamal Adams. If you watch Jamal Adams, basically Jamal Adams, Sean Taylor, basically that is what Caleb Downs is. And fun fact, if you look up Jamal Adams on Google, it says he's a football linebacker, which is not true and is true at the same time, because he's a strong safety. He's the sub linebacker that I'm talking about. Look it up. But as much as we need to go over the positives, we also need to make sure we hit the negatives. Caleb Downs is only 6 feet tall, so he's not no giant out there playing safety. Most of the, Kyle Hamiltons and some other guys like that, you'll have your occasional safety who's 6'4", but right here we have Caleb Downs. He has weaknesses, as you can see right here, vulnerable to double moves. He is a gambler if you watch his film. Hey, but if shooters don't shoot, then what are you going to hit? If you don't shoot, you ain't going to hit. So sometimes as a DB safety, you got to gamble and just hope and pray you can get it. Yes, if you watch the film, hand usage. He is a little flag prone. He also doesn't really catch the ball with his bare hand. He's more of a body catcher, if that makes sense. Nothing against body catchers, but he doesn't have to be Odell Beckham, so it's really not that big of a deal. He's not OBJ out here or anything. He's not playing receiver, so it's not really that big of a hindrance for him. And yes, also one of his weaknesses, playing size in the run D. Yes. Now, see, I'm not saying every running back he's just going to get trampled by, but yes, when you come up against, say the Derrick Henrys, the Josh Jacobs, the flashiness of Gibbs and stuff. But even though Gibbs is definitely shorter and a little smaller than him, but when he comes up against those big guys, and Caleb plays a little bit over physical. I don't mind him playing physical, but he plays a little bit too physical sometimes. He kind of ragdolls himself a little bit too much, which would make him very, very, very injury prone. And you're useless if you're injured. If you can't get on the field, then why are you here, man? Yes, injuries, I know they're going to happen, but we need you on the field as much as humanly possible. But we're going to shift over into his strengths. Yes, a hard hitter, that is good, but at the same time, I think that's bad. He also has good angle manipulation. He has incredible instincts, so he's a great instinct player, a.k.a. hunting big play player. It usually works in college. Now, I don't know how it's going to work in the NFL with him hunting for the big play every play. Sometimes he's just going to need to settle, and I don't know if he's going to do that. You can't get the big play every time. I know you want the big play, but you can't do it. His tackling is elite. He does tackle very well. He does get a lot of one-legged tackles if you watch the film too. The offensive players say it's a running back. He's trying to, juke him out, just shake him up, shake and bake his ass. You know what I mean? But somehow, you gotta look at the low lights too. Sometimes, but Caleb usually will stop them with one arm, or he'll trip them up. Basically, hey, stops the play, saves the play. Saves a play. He'll save a team. He'll save the whole team sometimes. I'm not saying fantasy-wise he's going to carry the Cowboys to 20 points per game on defense. I highly doubt that because the Cowboys' defense is freaking horrible. But he is a great, valuable piece. And also, if you didn't know, Caleb Downs also played a year, I think it was a year or two. He played a year or two at Bama. Yep, this guy, Nick Saban. If Nick Saban is looking at it, because all Bama did was stack a bunch of 5 and 4 stars on their teams every year. Why do you think they kept winning every year? It's kind of sad that Nick Saban doesn't coach anymore. But NIL. I still need to make a video on that. You see why he doesn't. But enough about Nick Saban. But if Caleb Downs can become what I think he can be, I can think can be the anchor point of the whole Cowboys defense, a.k.a. he technically could be Legion of Boom in. Sorry, I had to get the Legion of Boom in here. But he could technically be the Cam Chancellor, maybe Richard Sherman of this Cowboys defense. Now, I feel like the Cowboys are still going to need to keep drafting on the defensive side of the ball. They got the offense side of the ball, or get the offense through free agency. I feel like Dak's going to have a pretty decent year. He's got Pickens and Lamb, even though I'm surprised Pickens still hasn't left this team. How he's still here is kind of crazy because I know they're not getting rid of CD anytime soon. So, I mean, even though fucking Pickens got franchise tagged again, hey, I guess it is what it is. They kept him. Fucking, who's the running back? Fucking Williamson. Is it Williamson? Fuck, I just totally blank on the running back. But yeah, he's really good. He's really good. He played very well last year, actually. But yes, his name is Javonte Williams. I knew it was Williamson, but I completely forgot which Javonte. I completely forgot his name. But I mean, I remember the Williamson part, but I forgot his second first name. But yeah, he was going all crazy in fantasy last year. He'd probably be a great fantasy running back. But I don't know if their offense can keep up with probably any team in the league. They're going to score a shit ton of points. Now, the only thing is, as everyone knows, maybe you don't, but defense does win championships. That is the thing. I don't think we're going to win one with Dak, sadly. Dak is probably going to have to leave, and we're probably going to have to draft someone next year in the first round. And after the first round, we draft, I don't know, more. Archie, I highly doubt it. But we're gonna need some more defensive pieces to put around Downs. So Downs can't do everything. I mean, he can do a pretty good bit, but he can't do everything. But that's just how I see it. If you see it another way, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm glad you took time to watch this video.